It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, Christmas is one of the few times every year that allows us to take time to set a beautiful table for family and friends. Now, setting a special Christmas table is a great way to welcome guests into your home in a loving and a caring way this holiday season. And tables are one of the few places in today's world where we gather together to share time, stories, laughter, and create memories. And this morning, we're joined by Creative Director Edwin Roos from Conversation Capital. And he's here to show us how to set a very simple yet impressive table this festive season. Edwin, so good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And a happy festive season to you.
Thank you. I can't believe it's on Sunday.
Feel it, it is here. It is here, it is here. Talking about it being here, where does one even begin when it comes to setting the perfect festive or Christmas table?
Yeah, I think that festive table that you're talking about is sometimes a bit daunting.
Yeah.
And you're quite scared, you don't know really where to begin.
Yeah.
I think for Christmas, you need to keep it as simple as possible because at the time there's a lot of people around the table. So really edit it down, make something beautiful on a side. So what I've done today is just do it on the side, but I think keep it simple. People don't want to be fluffed with too many things, candles that's in the way, leaves that's in the way. So I think edit it down and also edit your guest list down. I think if you can with family.
Exactly. Well, what are some of the biggest trends that have come out of 2017 that one could incorporate when it comes to your Christmas table?
I think one of the biggest trends is to keep it as simple as possible. We're all looking for a place that we feel calm, that you feel invited in, that's not in your face. So I think also textures, so looking at a beautiful matte ceramic versus a beautiful crystal glass versus a beautiful modern water glass.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good layer of quality and textures that's come to the front this year.
Now, you've set a very beautiful, simple yet elegant table for us this morning. What was your inspiration behind what you did here today?
My inspiration always comes, I hate to run to a grocery store if I've got a table. So my first thing always is, what have I seen in the neighborhood? I remember I got up the morning and I said, okay, come. Got my girlfriend out of bed, she drives the car and I've got the scissors.
Yes.
So she drives and when I see something I say, stop, get out the car and I quickly just pick it.
Are you serious?
Because that is how you learn to, your eyes gets used to seeing the beautiful things around you, seeing the beautiful fruit that hangs on trees, and then you just spray them. So for me, it really all begins with what do I see around myself? Not always just going for the quickest thing, run to a grocery store, buy new things. I think I like to make it a bit more of a teamwork, I think.
And I love that you've used fresh elements here as well. You haven't gone for plastic things that are kind of inanimate or impersonal, but this is alive and you've added your own personal touch to it as well.
Exactly, yeah, no. Plastic for me is a no-go. I just think plants and flowers and leaves has got real energy, I think. So
and
when you walk
into
into
it as well.
When you walk into a room, your eye will go straight. So I think there's some beautiful energy from Mother Earth.
I love it, and I love this deconstructed tablecloth. It's just, it's wonderful, and it feels like inviting. Like you want to just sit down and have a good time.
Exactly. I remember my parents have a tablecloth, and it's always stretched and perfect and steamed, and that is just too much. It's too old school. I always like to think of myself like, if you've got a tablecloth, what else can you do with it? Can you just maybe crease it a little bit and lay it down on the one side? If it's a napkin, do you really want it to be stiff? Do you just maybe want to fold it and just put it on the side? I mean, that's how you need to play with it, to just give it your own personality.
I love it. Well, I know my ma loves watching this show, so Ma, I hope you saw this tablecloth because I ain't ironing nothing this year. Well, why don't you follow these festive trends along with a few entertaining rules to live by, and you'll be hosting this season's most beautiful Christmas party like a pro and spending quality time with family and friends.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, we've all fantasized about being the perfect host, the one who sets an immaculate table, whips up homemade dishes from scratch, and gracefully mingles with guests without breaking a sweat. Hosting a seamless Christmas party this year can be overwhelming, but we have you covered. Now, this morning, we are joined by Creative Director Edwin Roos from Conversation Capital, and he has a few tricks up his sleeve that will have you entertained worry-free. Edwin, I'm so happy that you're still here with us because, of course, we need the pros when it comes to things like this. Don't you want to just maybe fill us in, just to contextualize, what is one of your fondest Christmas memories?
I think my fondest Christmas memories is everybody coming together on one just one beautiful table.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about the year. My girlfriend's mother's got a beautiful tradition that she writes a book throughout the whole year. And then we all read the book, so we all share memories of what happened the year. Because you think like, oh, the year flew past.
Yeah.
But there's actually quite a lot that happened. And sharing that memories throughout the year, it's really inspiring, and you actually become grateful for what happened.
And it's also good to reflect as well.
Exactly.
You know, not just make it about the food or the presents, but really about being thankful and grateful for just being there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and being with family and being there for each other. Sometimes they irritate you, sometimes you irritate them, sometimes there's family dynamics that you don't understand. But in the end, blood is thicker than water.
True story. So where does one even begin when it comes to putting together a Christmas party or even any party, really?
I think when you start to plan a party, I think you really need to decide where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Where do you want to host it? Is it outside? Is it inside? That to me is crucial.
Yeah.
Because that comes with another thing. So music is very important. When people arrive, there need to be subtle music in the background. People don't want to feel if they come in like it's a bit quiet, they don't know where to stand.
Awkward.
Exactly. You're so busy in the kitchen,
Yeah.
getting the salad ready. No.
Yeah.
Just beautiful music, and invite people in. Invite them into your kitchen. We had a beautiful dinner last night, and she said how this Italian lady invites people. When you arrive, she gives you an apron, and you're there with her.
Nice.
And that immediately just makes people feel at home.
Yeah.
You immediately have a conversation starter. You know what you've been doing. You chat throughout the whole presentation of the table, and that is actually where you need to start the whole. So it's setting, music, and then what is the elements that you want to bring to the table?
Yeah.
What is your new glassware? What's the new napkins? What do you not have? Don't just run to the grocery store, see what you maybe can reuse.
So when it comes to impressing the in-laws, because let's be honest, that's a real thing, do you maybe have one or two top tips for us when it comes to making sure that you have a beautiful, impressive kind of scenario?
I think when the in-laws arrive, and it's always a thing to just be mindful of them, is take their handbags and coats and just put it somewhere that's neat. I can't stand it when somebody arrives and there's a table and everybody's bags are just stuck there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Just go to them and say thank you for being here, and just take whatever they have. If they've got a wine bag, if they've got a handbag, just put it up. If they've got a coat, hang it up.
Yeah.
That to me is manners. Then the next thing is I pre-book or pre-write names on the table for everybody, because sometimes there's a bit of a family dynamics. People don't want to look at each other. People need to be mindful of the conversations.
Yeah.
So what I do is I position the table by writing names on the table, just to be mindful, because otherwise they feel that they're responsible for entertaining the whole table.
Exactly.
And they also need to sit back and relax.
Wonderful stuff. Well, thank you so much, Edwin, for being with us and, of course, giving us your top tips on how to make sure that we impress the in-laws and how we pull off an absolutely wonderful Christmas party as well. Are you going to be joining us, or is this...
Absolutely.
You're staying.
Absolutely.
He's staying. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll be back with Edwin a little bit later.